I'm Karen Davidson. I'm fourth generation Davidson. William A. Davidson was my great-grandfather. My grandfather was William H. Davidson, my dad Willie G. Davidson. We've been involved with apparel for over 100 years, so we've got a real authentic history to look at. If you look back to our start point, it really was a signature jersey. Why? Because we were racing from the start. We had riders out there that were screaming the brand. And how were they doing it? With 2-inch high felt letters on it that said Harley-Davidson, big and bold.
You know, it works on so many different things. Nice and simple.
The heritage of motor clothes is alive and well. It is fundamental and foundational in everything that we do, everything that we build. So we always start with looking to our motorcycles. If you look at the gas tanks and the paint schemes, we definitely reference that in our product development.
When I sit down to design or to put a collection together and I think about the customer, what I think about first is that inner rebel.
Some of the things that may seem counterintuitive to a design aesthetic become very obvious once you're actually riding a motorcycle with that piece on. It really galvanizes the design and the functions and features.
We will always articulate a sleeve because we know you're going to be in a riding position. So we're going to put an action back in there so that when you reach forward, you have more reach so that it's more comfortable when you're reaching for the handlebars. We know that the thing we need to do the most is make sure that it works real time before it ever gets out to a customer.
We try to develop jackets that could stand next to the jackets that were developed 50 years ago and hang them side by side. And if they look like they could hang together, then we know we did the right thing.
So much like my father, when he stands next to a new bike that has just been launched, he stands behind it, he's proud of that motorcycle. I'm the same way with apparel. My name is part of the Barn Shield, and there isn't anything that I want to see out there that isn't up to our high standards. I'm looking at it to make sure that it's absolutely rock solid, the best that we can do.
As a rider, that's one of the most important aspects that I can bring to my job here at Harley-Davidson because I live and breathe what we do.
We look at form, fit, function, and look. Those are the 4 key essentials with our team as we're developing product.
The hides we use are superior qualities, made for abrasion resistance.
And the color is tanned all the way through the leather.
We could talk all day about quality, but I think when it gets down to it, the best thing that can describe our quality is just by asking one of your buddies how long he's had a jacket.
I think the greatest thing that we can pay attention to is new innovation, new technology.
There was a lot of discussion around how do we build reflectivity into a jacket, for example, that's right for the brand and that conveys the look that our riders want to wear. So we started to build custom colorized reflective material. What we came to find is that our customers not only wanted it, they wanted more of it.
We are true to our heritage, the merge of technology, functionality. Then it goes through the filter of how can we make it better and how can we do it different.
You know, I think about being at a rally and having a woman come up to me and say, "Thank you so much for making the waist adjustable on this jacket."
Just very, very different styling from where we were how many years ago, where women's were just a downsized version of men's. So we have power stretch, we have side panels that contour the sides of her waist and give her that hourglass shaping. We have adjustability in our cuffs, pre-curved sleeves.
When I see a woman put on a jacket and see her smile, I know I've done something right, and it makes me feel really great that they feel great.
At the end of the day, I'm able to share with my fellow riders the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into every jacket.
We really fight to make sure that the right quality is going on.
These are products for riding, designed by riders. There is no imitation.
All of us riders, and all of us design people that work for this company, we have this innate sense of, hey, if everybody's going to do these right turns, we're going to figure out a left turn.
Most riders want to express themselves, and they want to be free. They don't want to look like everyone else.
The customization in motor clothes is pretty prevalent. We've seen over the decades, really, people kind of take our stuff as a starting point and really kind of put their own mark on it.
I go to so many rallies where the guys are just peppered with pins and patches. It's such a cool statement.
With our rich heritage that we have in Harley-Davidson leather jackets, we draw on that, but we have to look into the future and see what our future riders would do.
Ultimately, it's all about the customer. It's about someone who's a member of the Harley-Davidson family.
They have that connection to everything that they know we are as Harley-Davidson, where they can look at stitching and they can look at the quality of the hide and know that that comes from us.
That spirit, that American ingenuity that we have, it's valued in so many markets and in so many cultures.
So one of the things I always didn't like so much is that when rain would creep up on us and you pull over, you got to put your rain suit on. I said to myself, there's a better way. There's a way to tan this leather to make it water resistant. So from that idea, lots of testing, lots of times at the tannery, engineering it, it was really this personal goal to make things easier and more functional. Once we started talking to riders and they're like, hey, my favorite new riding jacket is FXRG, that confirmed it. We had a winner and it meant everything to us.
It's not about a come and go brand. It's about longevity, it's about ingenuity, it's about pride.
Because of the attention to detail that we put into our products, that spirit of challenging convention and rebelling against the norm is still very much alive and part of Harley-Davidson's DNA.